When the boundary between the living and the dead was thin enough to whisper through, the ancestors gathered to judge the world of men. Kings had grown greedy. Blood was spilled without honor. Sacred laws were broken. The ancestors needed a reminder. Not a god, not a spirit, but a man who could not be killed. And so they chose Obanla, the child the ancestors claimed. Obanla's mother was warned during pregnancy. The village oracle told her, "You will give birth to a storm wearing human skin." On the night of his birth, the moon vanished. Drums buried beneath the shrine began beating on their own. The air smelled of iron and rain. When Obanla entered the world, his eyes were open. His mother smiled once and died. As her body cooled, elders heard footsteps around the hut, many footsteps, though no one stood there. The chief priest fell into a violent trance and screamed, "This child carries the bones of the forgotten dead. Death will recognize him and step aside." From that night onward, Obanla never slept alone. Spirits guarded him. Shadows moved when he breathed. A child death could not touch at 5 years old. Obanla was bitten by a venomous snake. By morning, the snake was dead. Obanla was playing. At 8, he was crushed under a fallen tree during a storm. The villagers dug him out unbroken. At 11, enemies raided the village. Obanla was stabbed through the stomach. The wound closed before sunset. The elders began to fear him. They said prayers not for him, but against him. The first time he died. When Obanla was 13, jealous boys pushed him into the deepest river during flood season. The water swallowed him. His body disappeared. Funeral songs were sung. On the third day, Obanla walked back into the village at dawn, water dripping from his hair, eyes distant. When asked what happened beneath the river, he answered, "I walked through a place full of voices. They told me to return." From that day, no one doubted the truth. The warrior of silent battles, war followed Obanla wherever he went. He joined the army not for glory, but because battle followed him like fate. He wore no charms, no armor, no paint. Yet when fighting began, something moved with him. Arrows curved away, spears snapped. Swords cut flesh that healed instantly. Enemies watched him die and stand back up. They said ancestral masks floated behind him, guiding his hands. Some swore invisible warriors fought beside him. Obanla never celebrated victory. He knew death too well. The day armies ran from one man during the Battle of Red Dust Plains, Obanla was surrounded by hundreds. They stabbed him until he fell. They burned him. They crushed his body with stones. Then the wind screamed. The ground trembled. Obanla rose, covered in ash, silent. Unbroken, men dropped weapons and fled. That day, a single warrior ended a war without chasing anyone. But fear grew stronger than loyalty. The king who feared the undying. The king could not sleep. "What if the ancestors replace me?" he whispered. The priests advised, and what cannot be killed must be erased. They poisoned Obanla. He lived. They stabbed him in his sleep. He healed. They shattered his bones, burned his flesh, sealed him in the forest of no return, bound with rituals meant to trap spirits forever. They buried him alive under sacred stones. The king announced Obanla's death. Celebrations followed. The night the forest screamed. On the 7th night, the forest woke. Trees bent, stones cracked, animals fled, the earth opened. Obanla rose, his wounds closing as he breathed. His eyes no longer reflected firelight, but something older. He walked barefoot back to the palace. Guards ran, priests collapsed. The king fell to his knees. Obanla spoke only once. "You fear me because you fear judgment." He did not kill the king, he left. The man who walked out of history, Obanla, vanished. But death never forgot him. Wounded soldiers still claim a silent warrior carried them from battlefields. Lost travelers follow footprints that disappear by morning. Graves open with no bodies inside. Elders warn, if you survive what should have killed you, be careful. The ancestors may be watching. Because Obanla still walks, between breath and silence, between life and death, between legend and truth. And some warriors are not meant to die. They are meant to remind the world that death does not own every soul. Don't forget to like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this.